After working with a lot of people with social anxiety, I've noticed that this problem essentially boils down to our brains making three mistakes about other people. Number one, that everyone is watching us. Number two, that everyone cares about us. And number three, that everyone is mean. None of these things are true, and as I will explain, it's more likely that the opposite of these things is true. To be socially anxious is to leave the house and feel as though there is a spotlight following us around everywhere we go, and all the other humans stop whatever they're doing to avidly watch and scrutinize us. There is very good empirical evidence to suggest that this is not what is happening. One of the most robust areas of psychological research is how terrible humans are at providing eyewitness testimony, perhaps demonstrated best by the famous invisible gorilla experiment. You ask people to do a simple task like watch this video and count how many times the ball gets passed, and about half the people watching won't even notice that a gorilla casually walks right through the middle of the shot. The explanation is that there is simply too much going on. We've got 5 senses. Approximations have been made that the visual system alone can take in about 10 million bits per second, while the human conscious mind can only process about 120 bits per second, meaning only about 0.0004% of what our senses pick up ever makes it into our conscious awareness. It's hard to even understand what a number that small means, but we can, I think, conclude that the amount of what we do that is noticed by other people is pretty small. Social anxiety also tends to make us vastly overestimate the degree to which other people are interested in us, like whatever we wear will be judged and whatever we say will be held up to the greatest scrutiny. I think this has something to do with the fact that, unlike a bird's eye view or a third person, our lives play out from a first person perspective, almost like we are the absolute center of the universe and fixed in place while everything rotates around us. You can compare this to the long-held idea that the Earth was the center of the universe, staying still while the cosmos rotated around it. Only until Copernicus and others came along to say, no, Earth is actually not that special. We rotate around the sun like all the other planets, and our galaxy is just one of many. First-person perspective can lead to a default assumption that we are more interesting than what we are, that we're the main character and that all other people orbit around us. It feels like that for this person here, but it also feels like that for this person here and every other person in this picture. No one is that interested in us or what we are doing, if for no other reason than because everyone else also lives under the same burden of feeling like they are the center of the universe. The final mistake that causes social anxiety is the belief that we're surrounded by mean people and that any social blunder we make is going to be jumped upon by others who do their best to destroy our reputation and make our lives as miserable as possible. Now, for sure, there are psychopaths out there, but it's not that many, estimated to be less than 1% of the population. And given that they tend to mostly live in very specific locations, the chance of meeting one of these people outside of one of those locations is even less. In one study, a group of researchers randomly dropped thousands of wallets on the ground in different places all over the world, and each wallet had the address of the researcher's lab in it. The study was done simply to see how many of the wallets would get picked up and returned. Surprisingly to some people, most of the wallets do get picked up by strangers and sent back. Even more surprisingly, the more money that was left in the wallets, the more likely it was that they would be returned. My interpretation of these findings is that people are, generally speaking, pretty cool. If you drop your wallet, you will probably get it back, and if you want to have friendly relationships with people, that's basically all that most other people want as well. Good luck pushing yourself to get out there more often, and I hope that the following 3 ideas are helpful. Number 1, the invisible gorilla principle. People are not noticing us or our mistakes anywhere near as much as what we think. Number 2, the Copernican principle. Even when we are being noticed by others, we are not that interesting to them. The universe does not revolve around us. And number 3, the assume charity principle. When in doubt, assume that other people are going to be kind or neutral towards us, because they usually are.